Now you can get everything that we've covered so far will tell you everything you need to know about your child's grades. But there's something else that you might want. This is optional, and this doesn't give you any more information than what I've already told you how to get. But if you would like, you may get email notifications about different things relating to your child if you would like to have a specific email about them. Now again, you can go to Schoology at any time and see all of this information, but sometimes it may be helpful if you would like to get a specific email notification. To do that, to set that up, when you're viewing your student's course, go over here to the student's name, click beside it, go down here to Settings. After you click on Settings, it will come up here. It will show you the email that you have set up for your account. This is your account. So this will show you the email here that is set up, and that's what you should have set up when you established your account. But click here where it says Notifications. Here you have two things that you can get as a parent. One is called the Parent Email Digest. You can receive summary reports of your children's activity. This will show you their grades, any graded items they have received, their grade averages, any particular things that are overdue. This will show you that. And you can get that either, if you pull that down and say, okay, you'd like that, you can get it weekly or daily. My suggestion would be to get it weekly. That's because on a daily basis, your child's teacher might not be posting something every day. They may only have grades a couple of times a week, that type of thing. So a daily email might be a bit overkill, but you know your child and you might say, well, I really want to know every day what's going on. So that's fine. You could go daily. If you said you want something daily, and then you say what time of day do you want that to be sent. Now I would suggest that you have that something like 5 p.m. or in the evening, because if you say, well, I want to know immediately, I want to know at 3 o'clock each day what my child has done. Well, at 3 o'clock or at 3:30, school is just out, and the teacher might not have entered that day's information yet into Schoology. So think about it from the teacher's perspective. They may not have entered everything by then. So if you say, well, let's wait till 5 o'clock, and then you get an email, you can do that. That would get you one every day. You get something every day of the week for that. You could say, well, I want something weekly. And in this case, it defaults to 5 o'clock on Fridays. That kind of gives you an end of the week summary of everything that's gone on during that week. So that's the Parent Email Digest. And it will be a brief email that will just say, here are your child's grades in each class. Here are any graded assignments they've gotten. Here are some upcoming assignments. So that gives you that summary. For those of you, especially in high school, in elementary school, this is not going to be useful at all in elementary school. But in high school especially, where students are more frequently submitting things in Schoology. They turn papers in not in class as a hard copy, but they'll turn work in Schoology. And so in this case, you can get a notification when there's an assignment that's due for your child that he hasn't submitted on time. And so you can get that notification as soon as that due date is passed. Like it would be the next day if it was due on Tuesday, July the 3rd. Then on July 4th, you would get a notification. This wasn't turned in. But again, that's only for high school. In elementary and even in middle school, this doesn't really apply because students typically are not turning things in Schoology. This doesn't deal with things like where you have an assignment or you have a test or you have homework that's due in a class and the child just hasn't done the homework yet. If it's not something submitted in Schoology, that's irrelevant. So really, this is just for high school for the overdue submissions email. But after you decide what you want to get, then click Save Changes here, and you will get those on a weekly basis or daily basis, however you've set that up. Now there's one other set of notifications you might want to get. To do that, remember, here you're looking at your student's account. You can also go to your own account. This will be your own page. If you pull down this arrow, go to your name here. You'll see your name instead of your student's name. You'll see your name. If you click on that, this is your page as a parent. And what you want to do here, this shows things that have been sent in to the school as a whole, announcements that you would receive there. But what you can do here, if you go up here again, click on the arrow beside be sure your name is showing up here. Click that, go down to settings again like you did for your student, and again go to notifications. Now, all of this information here, most of this information on notifications, deal with your account. So when it says course update posted, well, you as a parent are not enrolled in any courses, and so you won't get any information here. You typically are not in any groups. Sometimes you might be for special purposes, but generally you're not in any groups as a parent. Things that you may want to select are down here for the school. We post information on the school to the school Schoology site, and you may say, well, I'd like to get an email whenever something is posted there. So you can click that, click on, and then you'll get an email notification whenever we post something on the Schoology page. Also, another one that would be very helpful would be under personal here, receive a private message. Sometimes teachers might send you a message in Schoology. Now in Schoology that will show up for you. You'll see that. But in this case you can also get an email that will notify you of it. So when you click that, turn it on, and now you'll get an email if the teacher sends you a private message, and you'll find out about it through your email. You can also, if you want, have them sent to you on your phone through a text message. So if you want that, you can click there, put in your cell phone number. Again, this is just for this purpose. Okay, we don't spam you. We're not going to send you a whole lot of things, but you put in your cell phone number, choose which wireless carrier you use, and then you would click Set Mobile, and then you will get a notification, a text message, anytime any of these things happen. Okay, the school update, private message, or any of the other things you choose. Like I say, these things up here under academic are not going to apply to parents, but they will. These down here will be helpful for you. And when you've done that, click Save Changes. Then you'll start getting these email notifications.